I initially was very unintentional about culture, but as I became more intentional, I was reading the headlines. I was heavily influenced by Western media headlines of successful entrepreneurs. There was not a single headline about a successful entrepreneur who was on the pedestal, who was in the spotlight because they've built something people love to work for. They built a business people love to work for. It was all because they raised X amounts of money, because they hang out with Steve Jobs, because they built cool technology, because they exited, because they're now a billionaire or whatever. But it was never because you built something that people have to work for. And why is that important? Because we spend all of this time talking about why customers are important, but we don't spend the time talking about why employees are important. And it's not just that happy employees will result in happy customers, which is the Zappos premise, among others. But it's the fact that you're responsible for the lives of so many people that work for you, that work in the business you own. And how can you make them more fulfilled? There's the humanity side. And before we even get to the performance side, you cannot build a culture to help you deal with adversity. You have to have a great culture in order to survive adversity. So I started the podcast because I wanted to, in my own small way, help shine the spotlight on leaders who are creating intentional cultures that people have to work for and who really care about their people. I had Bob Chapman on a podcast, the CEO of Barry Waymiller. He's like an apostle or a prophet for how business can be a major force for good, touching the people that work for the business because they work for the business 40 hours a week. And if you could help them lead happier, more fulfilled lives, they would pass on those ripple effects to their families, their communities, their spouses, and that would have a massive effect, positive effect for society.